Snoop, shout out to Cape Town. Africa's always a great time. Down to sell all of us living huts. I tell them, let me go to late.
21, IMAX IQ, Jump TV, and a lot of other fellas as well behind the scenes. You know, it's definitely a grind. It's definitely a grind to get there. People can find me on Twitch at Loyalty Comp. If they ever want to come and kick it out with me, I play with pretty near everyone, all my supporters in my chat. And yeah, we just have a real fun time, you know?
And while we're in the city,
But traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and so the opening lineup for the Heat. They've got Adebayo, Jalen Brunson out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Mann in at the 4. And looking at the Nets, Mitchell Robinson out there with Durant. Then it's Junior. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard. Emphasizing the importance of a deep bench. A few teams, Doris, across the league are riddled with injuries right now.
And this is where your front office has to find a way to be successful year after year. And players over the course of a season maybe won't play for 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then an injury opens an opportunity, and you have to have a high level of professionalism at the end of the bench to endure these moments.
Irving passes to Robinson. To the inside. And Junior with the basket on the assist from Robinson.
Some players don't like to attack the interior. Not the case with Junior. He'll attack anywhere he sees an opening.
Fournier against Durant. The pass to Mann. Now here's Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Floats one up. Stolen by Robinson. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. Said priority number 1 is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. 20 feet out. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, such a great decision maker, right? Durant feels out the situation, goes with the pull-up game.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Brunson the pass to Barnes. Count that one.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225. Oh!
And how about that level of creativity Junior brings to his dunks? It's fun watching him sky up and throw it down.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Down low, stolen by Robinson. Now here's Durant. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Here's Beverly. It's a 7-point spread. Passes it to Mann. Back to Beverly, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
And here's Beverly to end the run. It's hauled in by Perry. And here we go. Junior heading to the hoop. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, you can see Junior willing to play through contact and get the and one. Nicely done.
The Nets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw good, Junior. You know, Doris, we saw the All-Star game playing to a target score down the stretch, and some think in years to come the NBA may adopt it for the overtime periods. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you this, Kevin. That All-Star game, I was absolutely riveted to my television. The action was compelling. The defense was compelling. I can't say I've ever experienced that in an All-Star game. I think it's something you have to take a hard look at.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And there's the call, Brooklyn the foul. The Heat shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. He hits both from the stripe. Nets leading by 10. The feed to Brown. To the middle. And that one's good, Junior. Junior's got 9 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Beverly against Irving. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. That one goes. Count it. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 5. Man passes to West. Steps back and shoots. Miami no good on that time either. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the tenacity of Junior's inside play goes right into the defender to get a foul and put the shot up.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He's off on the second.
Well, this guy's a native of Newark, New Jersey, and he exemplifies, Junior, the grit and grind of his city in how he plays. You talk about hard.
And so it's Brooklyn riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they, hitting on all cylinders, playing good brand of ball.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Junior's out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Hawks, played a huge game. He dropped in 38 points and throughout the game took smart, efficient shots that found the bottom of the net. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. And he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Durant in for Maxi Kleber. Now Barnes. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Cleveland. Back to Fournier. From deep. Again, the miss by the Heat. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Hawks.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Brunson with it, picked up by Harris. Looking to end the run, and it's laid in by Brunson.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Robinson passes to Junior, and Junior throws it down.
This gentleman is the very definition of being on a roll. Junior cooking on offense.
Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Achua. Brunson with it. Softly drops in the floater. Brunson's got 6 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Harden kicks to Robinson. Inside, Junior. And Junior throws it down.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Outside Fournier. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
So Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Here's Fournier. It's hauled in by Brown.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's Brown. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Outside Fournier. 43 seconds left in the first half of the game. Brunson scanning the floor. Out left to the wing. Unloads. Miami no good on that time either.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And I consider Junior to be a natural athlete. Really impressed with his ability to finish plays.
Brown against Fournier. With the shot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Junior, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force, guys, for the Brooklyn Nets. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. We've got Jalen Brunson. Also, Evan Fournier out there. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's man in at the power forward position. Here's Brunson. The shot comes out. Durant with some nice D. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
For three, Fournier. He can't get it to go. The Nets go the other way with it. KD passes to Irving. Feeds it to Junior. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Fournier finds Brunson. Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Barnes. Can they get it? And too long on the shot.
Boy, that makes them 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And Junior throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Good on the shot.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And the pass to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Barnes outside. Back to Fournier. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And Junior throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Pass to Fournier. 1:56 left to play in the third. Yep, that one goes. Fournier's got 6.
I'd like to see more of this from Evan Fournier. He's proven he has the size and touch to score inside.
Harden with it. He's got 8. To the paint. Here's KD. Count it. 8 points for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Stolen by Durant. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself. And Junior throws it down.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Fournier with the ball, guarded now by Durant. And Fournier kicks to Brunson. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Harden against Fournier. Pass to Brunson. 4 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here's Butler. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And here we go. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, the ability to read the defense. Junior doing a nice job setting the open guy up.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Brooklyn ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back with you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men.
Checked in for Brooklyn. Higgins comes in for Bruce Brown.
Find the lane. Find the lane. What's up?
Free throw good. Adebayo. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They've got Junior. Higgins is out there with Thomas. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Claxton in its center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And he lobs it up. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And Junior throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. So much money, you gotta put that on scale. We ain't not going back to being broke. One time for all my young in the trenches. Woo! Ain't chasing the dream. You know the routine. Look what they made of the team. You know the routine. I know why they jealous. I be on the type of stuff they never seen. You know the routine. Whole never level. I don't know and ain't even mean. Whoa, whoa. Young blowing all money. Spending million, make back. Whoa. Made enough off all hustle. I don't even got it back. Whoa. Grinding, I get it. Stacking, I spin it. You know the routine. You know the routine. Popping the tags. Getting the bags. You know the routine. Hey, you know the routine.
Michael Murray put a hole in my jeans. I ain't playing in the whole nother league. Go to Philly, then I go to Reddy's, then I get a rollie, then I meet up, and then I get it, and then I take it.